Alright guys, another sort of real-time painting video discussion type thing. Oh, that's just the, I think the boiler making some noise when hot water's running, so I'll just paint until that sort of stops. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just sort of putting these orange dots in here now above the red dots, which I did last. We're going to be going through the whole rainbow with these dots, so after this sort of layer of orange dots, we'll be doing some yellow ones, and then sort of a light green through blue and back into sort of dark blues. And you know, that's just really going to create like a nice, you know, especially on these sort of purples of the background, having the rainbow colours go across there before masking that into a kind of oval shape like we've seen on the earlier paintings. It's for me, I think this one's going to really jump out as a good way to conclude this sort of three-part little series that I've been doing. And after I've done this one, I'm, you know, hopefully going to be getting on with some maybe bigger things and some more, maybe more interesting things, more complex, more sort of complex details, or we'll see what happens. But yeah, for now, just being a bit of a machine, just sort of filling in these orange dots. You know, I've set me algorithm, my standard, what I need to do. I know what I need to do. Just got to do it. So you just become a little bit like, I suppose, a machine when you're painting like this. You know, you sort of just need to, it's just a little bit of a meditation, I suppose. You're just being very repetitive with your movements. You know, you don't have to think too much. You're just sort of letting your body just go with the flow, letting your hands do the right movements, and you know, it doesn't take much thought. It does take patience. You know, there is a lot of times when you just want to, like, especially with, you know, more detailed stuff as well. This I don't find that extensive, but you know, sometimes there's certain patterns that are just very very repetitive and take a lot of patience, and sometimes you do want to just take a break, or, you know, come away from it and stop. But sometimes I find that if you work through that, you know, if you work through that desire to just stop and give yourself a break, you know, rather than actually give in to those feelings and take the break, if you just work through it, then I find that you discover a really really interesting state of mind beyond that, where you just become very much in the flow, very much at one, without sounding too cringy, with the painting, I suppose, and the process. And I suppose that's what you're looking for a lot of the time with this kind of stuff, and that's what I'm looking for anyway. Patience. Because as I say, there's something I felt was a little bit maybe restrictive already with these. I'll just point the camera at the thing that I'm talking about. This, you know, I've already suggested that there's something quite restrictive about the sort of system, of the sort of composition of this three-part series I'm doing, whereas now I'm sort of feeling the need to break out of it and do more free-flowing things, and but I think to have the patience just to stick with this final one and get it done and see the three-part series up together, I think that's going to be really worth it, and that's when the patience pays off, and that's the value of patience, is that you come to those payoffs. You know, you find the results Yeah. And there's just another piece on the windowsill there, this one, that some of those textures in there, the colourful sort of, there's actually just yellow dots over bigger lines of rainbow colours in that one, but I think to an extent the textures in here, in this one, are going to turn out quite similar to that, and then we're going to be obviously masking that with the oval sort of shape. So yeah, I think something to look forward to in this piece. I'm quite excited about where it's going to go. So yeah, now it's just sort of patience, getting the... I wonder how many times I've said patience already in this video. How long have we been going? 6 minutes. Probably make this one a 10 minute video. You know, I'm not talking non-stop in this one. I just thought I'd experiment with like some breaks in my talking, just sort of getting on with the painting and saying things, you know, as and when things come to my mind, rather than trying to force myself to talk for 10 minutes non-stop, which I think sometimes holds the painting back a little bit and stops me from working as I would naturally for those 10 minutes. And so I'll just get a feel when I'm editing this video for, you know, what it's like to just stop talking every now and again and just, you know, continue painting in real time, and see if that's enjoyable to watch. You know, we'll see. It allows me to relax a little bit as well, just sort of taking some breaks from talking, just having a breather and getting on with the painting, and almost pretend that I'm not sort of filming myself right now, and then it might allow me to relax to the point where, you know, I might have something nice that comes to my mind to say. It might encourage me to say some more interesting things than I would say if I was just sort of forcing myself to talk non-stop, you know. Totally just talking non-stop anyway. Planet Earth. So yeah, patience, guys. I think all kinds of work sort of exercise some level or some form of patience, and I think it's a great thing to bring your awareness to understand, the patience that is required for certain things to happen, and certain products to come into be.